America was built on the promise that everyone, no matter their background, deserves a fair chance. But today, Bernie Sanders says something has gone terribly wrong. In his latest viral speech, he warns that billionaires are not just rich, they are controlling the future of America. Sanders says the top 1% now owns more wealth than the bottom 90% combined. He calls this a crisis of democracy, not just economics. He describes a country where giant corporations influence laws, where billionaires fund political campaigns, and where ordinary Americans struggle just to pay rent. But this time, his message hits differently, because it's not just a warning, it's a call to action. Bernie Sanders says, America can't survive when billionaires have more power than working people. He reminds the country that he didn't come from privilege. He came from a small Brooklyn apartment, raised by working-class parents who lived paycheck to paycheck just like millions today. Sanders says the fight is no longer left versus right. It's the working class versus the billionaire class. He speaks about CEOs earning hundreds of times more than their employees, about corporate greed pushing rents higher, about pharmaceutical giants pricing medicine out of reach. And he asks the question many Americans feel every day: how long can this go on? His solution is bold, exactly why it's going viral. He demands taxing billionaire wealth, free public transit, rent control across major cities, universal healthcare, breaking up corporate monopolies, and taking money out of politics. For good, he says America must belong to teachers, nurses, workers, and families, not corporate executives and hedge fund owners. One line of his speech is now everywhere online. We need a government that represents all of us, not just the billionaires. But Sanders also points to hope. He says young Americans, immigrants, and working families are rising. People are demanding fairness. People are demanding dignity. People are demanding change. And he believes this generation right now has the power to finish the fight he started decades ago. This is what makes Bernie Sanders so different. He's 83 years old, but he speaks with the fire of someone who refuses to give up on America. For Sanders, defeating billionaire control isn't a slogan. It's the battle of his lifetime, and the movement he's inspiring. It's becoming the heartbeat of a new America, a country where power belongs not to the few, but to the many.